So my name's Kate. I support women who are in affair relationships with married men through the pain and the isolation that and the shame that affair relationships bring. And for me, I was in this experience for 7 years. He was my boss. I was the other woman. And really, after getting out of that relationship, I continued to attract relationship after relationship after relationship where I would lose myself completely. I was always compromising. I had no awareness around this, but I had not much self identity. Wow, where have I gone? There I am. I had not much self identity, and more I would just very easily and naturally merge into the identity of others and what they need, their wants and desires. I was that easy breezy girl, the good girl, the one that just went with the flow. I thought that was a personality trait, right? But what it was a desire to seek safety by going with the flow of others' needs, completely compromising myself and my own needs in the process. Um, and so I was someone that was completely out of touch with who I was, that when I got in relationship, I lost myself completely. And if you're someone that can too relate with that, then I I guess my whole life's work and mission is around you being able to be in intimate partnership without losing your sense of self, with remaining a strength in you while also a vulnerability that brings you both together. So affair relationships. Let's bring it back to affair relationships. Society as a whole shames and judges infidelity. And what happens is with women that are in affair relationships, there is often a lot of shaming that goes to the other woman of how could you do this to another man's family, another wife, and be so selfish and careless and low self-esteem person to be able to get yourself in this situation. Now, really, if you're wanting to heal, there is not much healing that can come when you're judging yourself in that way, in such a cruel, punishing way. And uh, I lived through that. I saw it. I saw how binding it was in regards to you can't fully set yourself free if you can't come to peace with the understanding of what you went through and why you went through it. And you can't fully access vulnerability if there's a judgment that you've like a protection that you've put up in order to protect yourself from the judgment that others have or also you have on yourself. And so, however, but at the same time, uh, sharing is the only way that you can fully liberate yourself. Fully liberate yourself is by connecting with others and being able to learn and process together. The reason being is if we keep our shame in the dark, it really stays in the dark. It stays there. It lives there. And so for me, I told no one about the affair experience that I was in for 6 years. I truly felt that I would take this experience to my deathbed and that people would think she was such a lovely person, kind, caring, someone you could always rely on. And I was like, nope, that's maybe what you think of me, but it's all a face. It's all wrong. I was someone that went behind people's backs and ruined a family and was so selfish. That was my image. But what I realized with so much learning and healing on this journey was that isn't actually what's going on. And when I had the courage to share with someone for the very first time what I was going through, uh, actually, I did share with someone. I had a therapist that was helping me. And every time I would go to my therapist session and I would go straight back to the affair and sleep with my affair partner literally on the same day. And I got so frustrated and angry because I was like, here I am getting support and it's not even working. So if I can't even pay to get help to move through this, then really I'm challenged for life, like I'm going to be in this forever, and that is not the case. And so for me, I was sharing with this psychologist, I wasn't getting anywhere with it, and I felt broken, I felt doomed. And then finally I met someone that he was like, you get your problem solved until you keep asking until you find the right person that can help you break through to solve your problem. Like, just keep going at it, keep asking until you find the right person that can help you. And I was like, he can absolutely support me. And so I opened up about this to another random who I was like, yes, you can absolutely help me. And immediately overnight, my affair relationship changed, and I started taking action on helping myself and get through the pain of this experience. Finally, honor myself and my needs and what I'm really worth and what I can stand for in relationship and what I deserve. And I step by step took my life back. Completely. I was so broken. I had lost myself completely, and it really took a few years, to be honest, of gaining my life back, of undoing the hurt that this experience really caused me, because it is so painful and heartbreaking, and it, like, for women in the community, we have an online membership community where women support women going through this experience. And what I hear often is they'll relate it to an extremely painful situation that went on in their life. Painful, like significant painful experiences, and then say this experience as the other woman in an affair relationship has without a doubt been so much more difficult and challenging and painful than any other experience in my life. And when I hear this, I hear the extent of the pain that women are really going through. And when you have no one and are completely isolated, then it's no wonder that this experience is completely drowning you and taking you out. So that doesn't need to be the case. You can absolutely heal when you have the right support and when you can be fully vulnerable without having to sugarcoat things or soften things in order for making sure that someone can receive it on the other end. When we do that, we're protecting ourselves, but in the same time, it's protecting ourselves from the blow, but it's also validating the shame that we experience within. And so it's really not truly healing. We've got to be able to be in a place where we can share openly, vulnerably about what we're going through without being chained down by shame and judgment and guilt for, I guess, what society believes infidelity as. So, that is me in a nutshell. I'm here to support you and guide you through such a difficult process in your life. It is challenging, but you absolutely can be free from this painful experience of secrecy, but also free in relationships where love is no longer out of reach or just kind of out of distance or not fully committing or not fully feeling fully in. Love doesn't have to be that way. You deserve to be fully chosen in relationship where you're having no doubts, where you can fully be every part of yourself without fearing that it will be too much for them or that they will take a step back. That's not how it's meant to be. And so if you are in an affair experience with a married man or a man that is in a relationship with another woman and you don't know whether to stay in it, whether when he's going to leave his wife for you, or if you feel like this is not the right relationship, even though you're so deeply connected, but you feel deep down you need to leave, then I'm here to support you on that journey and make really 2024 one that is you stepping into the best version of yourself. So I'll leave you with that. Take care. Sending my love. Bye for now.